I get started, you guys, I gotta let you know I'm actually celebrating. I am celebrating. 2 weeks ago, I got LASIK eye surgery. Thank you so much. I immediately dumped my boyfriend. That is what you look like? Get out of here! Just finally see him for the piece of shit he really was. But I am actually celebrating. My best friend is getting married. Make some noise if you're married. Where are my married people at? Married people? All right. Okay. Let's give it up for happiness, I guess. My best friend is getting married. She's having a destination wedding at City Hall. And I finally got the wedding invitation in the mail. And on the front of the invite, there was this quote. And the quote said, and I quote, "You know you're in love when you can't fall asleep because reality is finally better than your dreams." Dr. Seuss. Dr. Seuss said that. I mean, what do I know? But if you can't fall asleep because reality is finally better than your dreams, use on LSD. So I responded to the invite, Dr. Seuss, how well, dear thing one and thing two. I will not attend in a house. I will not attend with a mouse. I do not like weddings I don't understand. I do not like them, Priyanka. I am. Oh, thank you so much. For those of you guys that didn't clap, if you haven't read Green Eggs and Ham, there's no way you're going to get that joke. So let's give it up for literacy in America. No, but she actually did end up getting married at a city hall in Spain. And I'm telling you this story because it relates to me. No, I almost died at that wedding in Spain. I have a life-threatening allergy to nuts. Not all nuts, just some nuts. Like walnuts, pecans, Donald Trump. Yeah. And she got married in Spain. Make some noise if you've been to Spain before. Spain, couple people. Okay. España, Barcelona, tapas, Madrid, sí, no. Let me tell you one thing. If you haven't been to Spain, if you love eating burritos, do not go to Spain. There's not a burrito in sight. I was very upset. What do you mean you don't have carne asada? I don't want this jamón ibérico tradicional. Does anyone in this audience have a life-threatening nut allergy or any allergy? Are you anaphylactic? Do you have an EpiPen with you? What is your allergen? Peanuts. But peanuts, my friends, are legumes. They're like the little sassy bitches of the nut community. We're legumes. Yeah, so have you ever experienced anaphylaxis? Yeah, it's a crazy experience. If anyone here, what does anaphylaxis feel like? It's like if you're deep-throating someone and your throat gets really filled up, but it just never goes away. I wrote that joke just because I wanted to see what it looks like for you to say that. I didn't see it. So anaphylaxis is basically like when you're deep-throating someone throat's all full, and it just won't go away. Deep throating someone. Deep throating someone. Someone in between each punchline. It's like, I have depression. Deep throating someone. It's so hard having depression when you're deep throating someone. Oh my God. What is this show even about? A little bit more about myself when I'm deep throating someone. What's that one? Oh, when I'm deep throating someone? Oh, when I'm deep throating someone as opposed to getting deep throated? The more you know. This is the best show ever. Okay. A little bit more about myself. Before I started doing stand-up comedy, actually, I was a good Indian girl. I actually went to medical school, and I graduated from medical school. And thank you. I finished residency in internal medicine, and I still practice medicine in the Bay Area. I know, like the 5 friends of mine are clapping. The rest of you guys are like, what the fuck? They're like, fuck this bitch! Guys, it's okay, I'm a doctor, I'm not an asshole. I've seen a lot of assholes and I've touched a few, but I'm not an asshole myself, okay? I'm just trying to make it in comedy so I can quit medicine. And clearly my parents are thrilled. I remember telling Dad at a very early age, Dad, when I grow up, I want to be a comedian. He said, Priyanka, it's pronounced physician. I said, but Dad, they say laughter is supposed to be the best medicine. He said, only people who don't have health insurance say those kind of things. I know. And when I went to med school, my dad was like, Priyanka, you should become a brain surgeon. Why? Because then everybody's going to think you're smart. And you know what? We don't have to think like that anymore, thanks to Ben fucking Carson. I mean, guys, come on. You know the healthcare system's going to shit when you got a doctor working the clubs on the weekends to make extra money on the side, okay? I have about $250,000 worth of loans, and I'll make about $50 in a bottle of water tonight. So enjoy it while it lasts. And I get it, healthcare's expensive, so I'll be doing some free CAT scans after the show. And if you're a good-looking guy, I'll throw in a free prostate exam. Because the best part about dating a doctor is if I give you an STD, I'll cure you of it too. Oh man. Okay, so we got to talk about our disabilities. So I talked about the life-threatening nut allergy, where it's like deep throating someone. And I have depression. And I discovered I have depression when I was a med student. I was studying and I was doing all this stuff, and then slowly I started to see my personality whittling away into this nub of a person. Are there any other doctors here in the audience tonight? Any doctors besides my 3 friends that came? Okay, guys, if anything happens tonight, definitely rely on that. Okay, definitely. And it wasn't until I didn't know what was going on at the time. I mean, I was just a med student. I didn't know what was going on at the time. And it wasn't until I was on my psychiatry rotation that I actually diagnosed myself with depression. Yeah. And so in order to meet the criteria for depression, it comes in this very fancy book called the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual, or the DSM. Some of you guys may know what this is. It's not exactly beachside reading or anything like that. So I brought an excerpt of the DSM because I wanted to just, healthcare is expensive, so we can all troubleshoot this together. But in order to be formally diagnosed with depression, you need to meet 5 out of the 8 criteria for the DSM. So I'll go through the criteria. You can just clap if you meet any of these. You have to suffer this for the same 2-week period, okay? So, criteria. Number 1, depressed mood most of the day. Okay. Not bad. Number 2, diminished interest in all or most activities. Okay. You're so enthusiastic about your diminished interest. Number 3, fatigue. It's like fucking America. Okay. Number 4, feelings of worthlessness or excessive guilt nearly every day. Okay, all right. Number 5, inability to concentrate. Okay, well that's 5. That's pretty much it. All right. No, wait, here's number 6. Your name's Priyanka Wali and you're going through medical training. Hey, hi Priyanka, how are you? It's me, the DSM. Yes, you're depressed. Okay, yeah. So at that point I knew, okay, I was a med student, I knew I had depression, but I was too busy. I was working, I was seeing patients, doing the thing, trying to pass all the tests, and it wasn't until my psychiatry rotation that I met Dr. Earl, who is this sort of mad scientist, and he's like, Priyanka, this next patient has admitted himself to the psychiatry ward. You need to go interview him and give him your assessment. Hi, I'm Dr. Wali. Why don't you tell me what's going on with you? I don't see the point of life. Life has no meaning. I was like, yeah. Do you ever feel worthless? All the time for no reason? Yeah. Huh. Yeah, me too. Do you ever feel guilty even though you've done nothing wrong? Yeah, of course. Why wouldn't I? And do you think life has no meaning? Yeah, of course. We're just specks in a larger system. I had never put such a fine point on it like that. That's great stuff. So, Priyanka, what is your assessment? He seems fine to me. Priyanka, this patient is clinically depressed. Needs to be admitted to the psychiatry ward and started on antidepressants immediately. Well, shit. What's the difference between me and this guy? I'm a med student, he's not. So if he needs to be on meds and in a hospital, what does that make me? A liability? So then I was like, okay, fuck, I need some help. So I go to the DSM and I'm like, what is the answer? What is the answer? And so in the DSM it says initial treatment of major depression may include cognitive behavioral therapy with or without the use of meds. Maybe I should start cognitive behavioral therapy. Try getting therapy in a university system. USC Mental Health Services. Hi, I'm a med student, and I think I may be clinically depressed, and I think I need some cognitive behavioral therapy. Okay, are you suicidal? No, I don't believe I'm suicidal. Okay, if you're not suicidal, the next appointment is in 12 weeks. 12 weeks? Well, what if I am suicidal? Will that give me an appointment sooner? Well, if you are suicidal, then you need to call 911. Thank you for calling. Fortunately, I got on Lexapro, and I got into therapy, and I was finally graduated from med school. I was able to get the coping skills, get off the meds, and finally work it out through therapy. And I can say that it's honestly in remission, and things are going well. But the one thing, I did do 5 ceremonies of ayahuasca in Peru, and that honestly did the trick, okay? Thank you very much.